Along the African coast lies the target of a fortnight's dream, Dakar. Now, the rally is just 1,400 miles away. A race of adventurers, emerging from a foreign world and ready to ride to Senegal. For each, it is a potential path to glory, and for 3 men, championship. Only a handful are truly left in contention, and less than half the field remains. By the wayside, one by one, the others have fallen. Only 4 stages remain in the 2006 Dakar. The Nissan route map shows how far they've come. 252 motos, 184 cars, 72 trucks set out from Lisbon, Portugal. And as they entered Africa, the scale became epic. The Sahara is as large as the United States, and the stages from Morocco and into Mauritania were all sand and attrition. Red designates specials, where GPS is forbidden and the race is timed. The remaining stages begin at Bamako and head west to the ultimate finish line of Dakar. Only a fraction of those who begin will complete the 5,600-mile journey. The Dakar often feels and looks like a battle, and the carnage started early and often for the autos. Stage 4 was the first to damage the title contenders, beginning with NASCAR star Robbie Gordon, who lost his transmission, 3 hours, and his title hopes to the Sahara. Gordon later loses his radiator and abandons altogether. 2004 champion Hiroshi Matsuoka took off the back half of his Mitsubishi. Never a good sign. Even though he finishes that stage, the mechanics determine that they can't save the car. Stage 7, Mark Miller just 7 minutes off the best pace. However, he flips and loses big time.
Both of us discussed the fact while we were trying to turn the car over that we just lost the rally.
Mark Miller isn't the only VW to be taken out. Bruno Sabi lost his engine at 7 hours. For Mitsubishi's Nani Roma, navigation issues. And the Schlesers get lost together, losing well over an hour. Stage 8, and El Matador Carlos Sainz gives up almost 8 hours in the sand, barely surviving the Sahara. Stage 10 saw new obstacles emerge. Trees, lots of them. Luc Alphand hit one, but had the spare parts in his car to keep going. He stayed second overall. The next day, the all-female team, led by Jutta Kleinschmidt, lost their battle with the forest. Those that have escaped major damage drive on, and it's a 2-team battle. Mitsubishi's 2-time defending champion Stefan Peter Hansel has once again excelled in the desert. Only teammate Luc Alphand is close, currently 25 minutes behind overall. South African Chenil de Villiers is the top VW, 40 minutes off the pace, and his entire team will now support the aggressive South African pursuit of Peter Hansel and Alphand. Mark Miller is top 5, and no American has ever finished that high. The crucial stage 12 starts in Mali and connects into Guinea. There is a 229-mile special marked in red through tight trees where no GPS is allowed. Overall, there are 542 miles of winding roads through villages that look like the hedgerows of Normandy, and it might be easier to navigate this in a tank. It's less than a mile shorter than the longest stage of the entire Dakar 2006. We'll be showing you how the cars, motorbikes, and trucks handle the entire affair. The West African terrain is a constant reminder that Dakar is so close, now just a few days away. However, in terms of difficulty, it couldn't be any farther away. Stage 12 is a marathon, where the crews will have to work on their own cars at the end of the day. No extra mechanics allowed. Do you think that changes their driving attitude? Not a chance. As Senegal gets closer, the thought of losing becomes even more difficult. Even with a large lead, Stefan Peter Hansel is still driving to win rather than not to lose. But he has an encounter with a tree that changes the entire race.
It was not a good stage for me because just after 20 kilometers I broke the wheel on the brake. So I tried to finish this stage with only 3 brakes. I was surprised by a corner, touch the brake and the car go like that in a tree. And I broke everything on the car, the wheel, the transmission, everything was completely destroyed, and I needed to wait a truck. We wait 2 hours and a half, the parts to repair, and after we finish the stage, but we lose more than 3 hours.
The quest for a three-peat is over as Peter Hansel limps home to work on his car. The road to La Baye has taken away all hope of victory for him, and the rally humbles a legend. He finishes 60th on the day, over 3 hours back. Mark Miller can testify to the surprising difficulty Peter Hansel encountered.
Stage 12 was, for me, probably the most difficult stage of the rally, and it was something I wasn't really expecting today, but it was the first 150 kilometers were unbelievable. It was a jungle and deep water crossings and 10,000 traps, any one of which could get you. I'm amazed that we did as well as we did because I easily thought we could have lost 30 minutes. We only had 1 puncture, but we were in the dust. It was really a very difficult day, and now we have no assistance, so it's going to be a tough night to do the service ourselves.
Miller looks to keep his car in tune so that he can fully support Chenil de Villiers in the now closely contested race. And de Villiers drives on the edge and might be needing new parts.
It's incredible what happened today. It just shows you the Dakar is a lot of surprises, and you know, we did not know what happened until we got to the finish. All of us have really underestimated the last part of the Dakar. And, you know, this year has been very tough for the stages, being very narrow and lots of rocks and lots of tree stumps, and really difficult to overtake as well in the dust. Even to overtake the motorbikes is difficult. And you have to concentrate really hard all the time. And I think the day tomorrow and also the day thereafter is going to be equally as tough. And we've got to keep our nose clean and not drive into anything and just see what happens towards the end. But you know, anything can happen. It's only 20 minutes to the lead now, and it's great for us.
That's why Dakar can be the ultimate driving experience. It's also a good race to test a BMW. The X3 has its most impressive showing yet. However, the driver wears out the clutch in the process. And remember, at the end of the day, they've got to change it themselves. Amazingly, the car and driver that do the best on this wild day don't even realize exactly how well they're doing until the finish. That's the case with Luc Alphon.
I don't know, I just learned when I came in the bivouac that Stefan had the problem in the stage, so I didn't know before. And I was just, you know, tried the whole day to keep in touch with de Villiers, you know, for the second and third place. But unfortunately, Stefan hit a tree and lost so much time. So we are leading now, 20 minutes, but 20 minutes it's nothing, and 2 more rough day.
The former downhill skier is actually moving uphill. In his first visit to Guinea, Lucky Luke has the overall lead. Mark Miller claims Luc Alphon is untested, a thesis now on everyone's mind. As race leader, he faces his toughest test yet. South African Chenil de Villiers has to think 20 minutes is doable. Peter Hansel's disaster proves that at Dakar, anything can happen. De Villiers and Alphon now lead an unpredictable car division. Ahead, the solo riders test their limits as Dakar concludes with its closest finish ever.